Galactic Federation Update. April 9, 2013. 6 Moloch, 17 Mach, 9 Eb. Dratzo. We come again with more to tell you. Your reality is extremely close to its major shift in consciousness. The secret sacred societies of your world have entered into new alliances which are to serve them well once your new style of governance comes into being. We have assurances from several governmental organizations that once heaven gives the green light, the new reality can begin without further delay. We continue to monitor the Dark Cabal, as it is clear that this group remains determined to pursue its willful and destructive course of starting a widespread military conflict. This will not be permitted. We also continue to add names to the detention lists and watch closely those who are the guiding hand behind the ongoing nonsense of keeping your globe burdened with contrived, groundless confrontations. This global modus operandi will shortly become a thing of the past, and your ascension path will cease to be interfered with or sidetracked, as it has been in recent years. Your new epoch is inevitable, and our formal arrival will shortly be announced. To this end, we have drawn up a rapid action schedule for our arrival so as to be ready at a moment's notice. The new epoch will be characterized by more than just the removal of the Dark's life-crushing agendas, for you are to be presented with a cornucopia of new information and truth. Those who have worked hard to establish the global segue into your new epoch have already liberated you from the reign of the U.S. Federal Reserve. This illegal bank is now bankrupt, and is seen to be operating only because its new caretakers do not yet wish to impose the reality of the situation upon the general public. They intend to maintain this illusion of stability only up until the formal changes are allowed to happen. And so we monitor this ruse, knowing that an entirely new financial and monetary system is in place and awaiting the magic moment when heaven gives us the official go-ahead. Until then, we remain in our holding pattern. All we can say at the moment is that we are in a holding pattern until heaven formally decrees that this age of spiritual darkness is over. Nevertheless, the new spiritual age is upon us, and this means that the dark, in reality, can no longer reign on our parade. Those in the last Dark Cabal do indeed know that basically their time is up. This extension is giving them a respite between the outgoing and the incoming ages. Meanwhile, there is no let-up in the progress of moving you toward full consciousness. Your angelic body guardians and other spiritual beings are establishing energy fields and patterns which are returning you to your natural state of being as ordained by the Creator's divine plan. This plan also calls for the surface realm to be rehabilitated, and this is to dovetail with your own final DNA rehabilitation to be carried out in Agartha. You and Gaia both move upwards together. Also, all animal and plant life will be safeguarded by their respective devic kingdoms which daily nurture them. These kingdoms will move their charges to special holographic environments to prevent them from having to endure the upheaval that is an inevitable concomitant of the surface realm's reconfiguration and transition to its 5D state. This dimensional reunion ends the current dysfunctional split between the surface world and inner Earth. What will emerge is a new, physically unified Gaia, not unlike the one of 13 millennia ago. She will then be capable of restoring not only her own reunified spirit but also that of her entire multidimensional solar system. Her rehabilitation will enable her solar system to also return to the state of unity that existed prior to being rent asunder by the perfidy of the dark some 13 millennia ago. The state of dimensional separation that followed is now to be healed by the formal disclosure of your space family, who intend to place this realm firmly onto the final leg of the journey to full consciousness. These developments are planned to take place as the Dark's long hegemony at last comes to a solemn conclusion. The Agarthans have long anticipated this prophesied time, and we too come now to explain to you in detail the meaning of all this, once the heaven-decreed time arrives. What then follows will demonstrate dramatically what this wonderful turn of events signifies for humanity. It will be a time when much will be laid before you, including the revelation of what lies in store for you. Blessings to you. We are your ascended masters. We come with a message full of joy and hope. Everywhere upon the surface realm there are celebrations between the Devic and angelic presences who are in charge of transitioning Gaia's elemental and animal kingdoms. New species are planning to take up a residence shortly in the multifaceted, fully conscious milieu of Gaia's surface, once it is restored to its pristine state. Naturally, the same holds true for the diverse plant kingdoms which are to mirror the brilliant ecologies of inner Earth. Gaia's newly resuscitated environments will begin a series of shifts to prepare for the lighter, clearer, more crystalline diversity of life that befits this most unique and precious living orb. She is to return to a way of being that she possessed before her surface was downgraded to its present savage 3D state. The effect of her transformation is to flow out through the solar system, triggering similar ecological rehabilitation there, returning flora and fauna to Mars and Venus as well as stimulating a complete reconstitution of the large water planet, Pax. Our sacred duties include providing you with spiritual teachings about your most unusual living home world and how to become her primary land guardians. The cetaceans are to extend their spiritual influences as Gaia's primary aquatic guardians, and together, you are to become a team whose purpose is to ensure that each of Gaia's living environments attains its fullest potential. Gaia is to become reunited within herself and serve as a template for life as it exists throughout this soon-to-be resurrected solar system. Your new star nation will take on the environments that were planned initially for the various daughter worlds that comprise her. We come to teach you who you are to become, and to instill within you a great love and respect for the spiritual essences that reside deep within you and which are to be manifest everywhere in this new star nation. Our mission then requires us to become formal guides for your future activities. This stunningly beautiful collection of worlds is to be your future home. We are receiving instructions from heaven regarding how to evolve the divine plan for the sun and her transformed daughters. This inspirational mission will be a blessing for all. The instruction and training you receive will prepare you for what is expected of all fully conscious beings of light. You are to rejoin the ranks of a magnificent array of spiritual hierarchies and life streams which, in the name of heaven, are to change this sector of physicality. This prepares the stage for the events which are to secure a permanent galactic peace, and provides the backdrop where entire galaxies can join together in the Creator's holy light. These new unions will form the foundation for spreading light throughout physicality. Today we focused on what is planned for your solar system and all of physicality. The ongoing changes are a prelude to a great epic of light, especially for the whole of Mother Earth's long-suffering surface humanity. Know, dear ones, that the countless supply and never-ending prosperity of heaven are indeed yours. So be it. Selamat Gajan. Selamat Ya, Syrian for be one. And be in joy. Channeled by Sheldon Neidl. www.paoweb.com